safety. There's something that I've been observing, and I don't want to assume, because we've been assuming that people know better, but they're not doing better. So I think I've decided that this is a discussion that I want to bring to the floor. You guys, bright and early here in the morning. That discussion is the safety when you are out, public safety of the woman in your life. And this is really for the men, but ladies, let me know if I'm on track on this. Let me know if I'm on track on this, ladies. It is my belief that the safety of the relationship lies solely in the hands of men. When you are out, when you're out in public, the safety of the couple lands squarely in the hands of men. Okay? I'll tell you what I've seen recently. Recently, I saw a couple getting into an Uber, and I watched the woman grab the handle, open the door of the Uber, and let a man get into the Uber. He got into the Uber and moved over, scooted over, and she climbed in after him. And when I saw this, I said, you know what? I can't even, I couldn't believe it. I was baffled. I was like, what made him think that she should be holding the door for him? And so I saw this again. I saw it happen twice. Two different people. And I said, wait a minute, what has happened out here? Apparently somebody is not getting the memo that it is supposed to be the man who opens the door of the car, puts the woman into the car, and closes the door. Maybe even walk around to the other side. She really shouldn't even have to scoot. She walk around to the other side and get in. But if it's dangerous, she gets in and you come in after her. I'm seeing women walking down the sidewalk on the outside of the sidewalk. I used to think that this stuff was basic, y'all. Who thought that this was basic? But I'm seeing a lot more of this because they're saying that the gender roles don't exist. So this is kind of like the blowback from the gender roles, destroying of the gender roles. But I believe that there should be still some gender roles. I watched these couple. So y'all know that since I do this, I'm watching people. I watched this couple walk down the street, and the woman walked on the outside of the sidewalk where cars were coming by, and the guy's walking on the inside. Now, look, I understand. You can't always be fully aware. But guess what? As men, we should be fully aware of what's happening when you're out with a woman in public. You should be fully aware. And she should be walking on the inside. Why? Because if a car comes up, jumps the curb, hits her, and you're ducking out of the way. And that is a problem. If you're on the outside, you can jump out of the way. You can push her out of the way and save the day. But you can't save the day if you're on the inside. This seems very basic, but I'm seeing it happen so much that it has to be talked about. Look, if y'all feeling what I'm saying, tap on that screen. If y'all feeling what I'm saying. Tricia said, definitely not a protector. I'm telling you, this is the position of that the man should be in. Protecting, making sure that it's safe. Now, here's something. I just did a video on this one, you guys. So when you get a chance, check out the video I just dropped on this. You go to a restaurant. Fellas, she gets out of the car You go to the restaurant, you open the door and let her go first. I'm seeing women opening the door for men and letting men go first. And that's just not the way it's supposed to be. You open the door for her and you let her go first. Right? You get to the table. You should tell her where to sit. Here, look like an usher. Here, sit right here. Right? And then you sit with your back to the wall so that you can see the door. Come on, y'all. If y'all feeling me on this, I need to hear y'all say something out here. Look, you should be having your back to the wall and your eyes to the door. Okay? Yes, Tricia. She said, I would be standing and don't move. Yes, ladies, listen to this. You can train your man or train the man that you're out with to respond in this way by just standing there. And he's going to be looking like, well, what are you standing there for? What are you standing there for? And you just stand there until he figures it out. And then when he figures it out, he'll be like, oh, okay. No, go ahead. Sit down. I'll sit down. Yes. Smurfette said, I don't touch doorknobs when I'm around my man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'm telling you, somehow, somewhere, it's actually probably been women who have trained men that they don't have to do these things. Now, most men who grew up with fathers understand, the role that guys have. But some of these guys grew up with single mothers and they don't understand. Okay. So ladies, look, you take it on you to say, you know what? I'm going to teach him how to treat me right by just standing there. Okay. By just standing there and let him figure it out. Right. But some fathers don't know either. That's a fact. That's why it occurred to me to do these videos. I might do a little bit more of these videos too. Y'all let me know if I should drop more of these videos out here on the etiquette that men should have when it comes to women, especially in public. Okay. Now, listen, here's how I feel about it. Whether the woman is your woman or not, check this out. Because I've been out at a networking meetup, right? You know how you meet up with somebody? I met up with somebody that for networking purposes, we meet at a restaurant or something like that. Or I've met, just for a meetup, right? I can remember one time in particular, I met up with one of my peers, one of my friends, and we ended up walking to the restaurant together. Check this out. We're walking to the restaurant together. She's in front of her. She's walking on the inside, right? I'm walking on the outside. So this goes whether y'all are a couple or not. Fellas, if she's in your company, she is your woman. If she's in your company, she is your woman. All right. So she's walking on the inside and there's a guy who's apparently homeless sitting on the ground. He looks to her and shakes his cup. He looks to her and shakes his cup. Hold on one sec. He looks to her and shakes his cup. And I said, I got in front of her and said, wait a minute. I put my arm out like this. Wait a minute. And I said, what's going on, sir? Right? And she actually started to engage the man who's sitting on the ground asking her for money. And I told her, I said, hold on. I said, what's up, dude? And then he addressed me. Listen to this, y'all. Men address men differently. Men address men differently. Ladies, listen to this. When you're out in public and a man is addressing you, allow the man that you're with to address the man. Let men address men. You step back and be in your feminine. You don't have to be all involved and what does he want? No. You don't have to do that. You step back and you allow the man who you're with to address the other man who is in public, who is imposing themselves on you, right? And let him talk to. So he talked to me, and I said, "What do you need, sir?" And he said, "Well," and his tone changed. His tone sounded different when he asked her for money than when I addressed him. When I addressed him as a man, his demeanor changed. And he was like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't. Yes, you have met. When I addressed him, he knew he had messed up because he knew that he should have been talking to me and not to her. Now, I think that I told him, I said, look, I'll see what I can do on my way back. If you're still out here on my way back, I'll see what I can do for you. Right? He said, thank you very much, sir. And he respected me. Right? Let me tell you something. What's bigger than love for men is respect. I don't even need your love, but I do need your respect. I don't need your admiration, but I do need your respect. And I don't care if you're my woman or you're just some woman that I happen to be in the company of for this moment. You have to respect the man who you're with. And this is what I want to tell you. If you can't respect the man that you're with, get out of his company. Get away from that man if you can't respect that man's leadership, that man's authority, that man's ability to manage the situation. Get away from him. Get out of his space. And go find somebody that you can respect. Go find somebody that you can feel comfortable with in public. Because I'm telling y'all, we live in a wicked world. And something could pop off just like that. And you have to know that you are with somebody who can manage emotions, can manage the situation. He's not going to blow his top. He's not going to be, oh my God, what are we going to do? No. Fellas, if you listen to this, you should be cool as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber. And especially when you're out in public and you're with your woman. It should be like, oh, I'll handle this. I'll handle that. Now, here's another part of this, right? This is like, it's like taken care of. When I go out with on these networking things, right? The woman often feels that masculine coverage. When you going out with me, we gonna meet somewhere, you're gonna feel the masculine coverage, right? And guess what else I cover? The bill. Guess what else I cover? The bill. And guess what? They actually expect you to cover the bill, right? Because they feel that masculine coverage. Now, I have had times, I'm not going to lie. I have had times that we would Dutch. I'm not going to lie, right? But most of the time, I'll be like, boom, throw the card down because it ain't no thing. Because I need you to know who is in charge in this situation, who's managing the situation that we're in right now. And I need you to feel it. And I need you to not question it. Now, fellas, what do you do if you're with a woman who is not listening to you? You say, you go to open the door and she jump in front of you and she opens the door. You go to sit down and she's like, no, you sit down right here. I'm going to sit right here so I can see the door. Right? What do? You end the experience. You say, hold on. I can see that this isn't a good match. I can see that we're not in the flow. And I can see that, it's because essentially what you're saying is, I don't trust your masculine leadership. Yes, Tricia. Tricia said she doesn't respect you. She doesn't respect your masculine leadership. And a woman that doesn't respect your masculine leadership, you must walk away from her. You must leave her alone. You must let her be. Because if something happens and she's in your presence, you're still responsible. And listen, you never fight somebody to protect them. Why? It's like, have you ever seen somebody in the swimming pool? You ever seen the lifeguards? Right? The lifeguard would rather you go down in the ocean, go down in the pool, so that they can rescue you rather than to try and fight you in the ocean, in the water, and you both drown. So find yourself in the company of only women who respect you. And if they don't respect you, remove yourself from their company. Say, okay, well, it's been nice knowing you. And she'll be like, wait, what's wrong? What's wrong? No. It's obvious that, listen, because I understand. There are some women who are used to doing everything and having everything and being everything. So you can explain it to them. But if she still doesn't get it, you got to cut her loose. Even an alpha female should allow a man to be a man. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, I know some of these women, they can't help it. They can't help it. They so used to just not having a man around. They just do everything. Well, ladies, this is your opportunity to back up. And no, you don't have to even know the guy. You don't even have to have a relationship with the guy to help a man to understand his position in your life at that moment. He doesn't have to be your man, but the man in your company should feel your feminine position, that he is there for your protection. And he shouldn't have to fight you for that position. I hope this helps somebody out here. And yes, you're already asking. Yes, I'll go ahead and I'll create some more videos on this topic because I'm seeing it too much. I'm seeing too much of this, and somebody's got to say something. And so that's me. I'm the somebody who's going to say something about this, because we need our men to come back to masculinity. We need our women to come back to femininity and not allow culture to change who you are and let you dominate that space. Women dominate the space of femininity. They can't share it with you, brother. They can't share the femininity space with you. Somebody going to come up and say, well, in everybody there's masculine and feminine. Yeah, okay. But women corner the market on femininity. And men corner the market on masculinity. And you can't be more masculine than me. You can't be more masculine than me. And I can't be more feminine than you. If I am, it's a problem. It's a problem. If I am, it's a problem. It's a problem. I'm just saying. It's a problem. All right. All right, y'all. Look, we'll be back on a little later on tonight. I'm glad you guys were able to come on in on a morning message. I hope you are able to hit that like button, or tap on the screen, as well as check out the videos that I have. I just dropped this one just about 20 minutes ago. And so check it out on there and check out the rest of the videos we have available. If you need a one-on-one coaching session, click the link in the bio and we'll get to it. All right. Hello from Australia. All right. McNeese, thank you so much for being around and being involved. Click the link in the bio and we will do a coaching session one-on-one with you. All right. Jamaica's in the building. Jamaica. Hey. Yeah, man. All right, y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon.